Hello, welcome or welcome back. Today I just wanted to update you a little bit on life and everything that's been going on for me. So, I'm in a bit of a situation right now because I've been staying in Airbnbs and short-term rentals for the past few months, and I moved into a new one yesterday, and that's where I am right now. And it's a beautiful home. I like it, and there's a pool and an outside area. Everything seemed good, but I started noticing cameras, and they're not hidden per se, but when I checked in yesterday, there is a Ring doorbell camera, and that's normal. My last Airbnb had that and the one before, so that's fine. It's on the front of the house. They just want to see who's coming and going. A little annoying, but no big deal. And so yesterday I decided to jump in the pool, and I was swimming and taking pictures and videos and just enjoying myself and having what I thought was some private hangout time. Not in a weird way, I'm in a tiny bikini in the pool in the fenced-in yard, so I have an expectation of privacy, and it was great. Everything was great until I noticed a camera, not hidden, but it was black, and it kind of blended in with the thing that's over the pool. And I hadn't noticed it until I was done in the pool and everything, and I don't know, I felt really uncomfortable because that's creepy as fuck. Why would you point a camera at the pool? That's where people are going to be in bathing suits, and there's no reason, there's no security reason to have a camera pointed at the pool. So I felt weird, and I thought, that can't be a camera. Maybe it's for, the solar lights or whatever. But also, that wouldn't make any sense because it's pointed inwards and not outwards. And it was clearly a camera. And so I kind of just, whatever, I went to bed. And the camera is pointed in a way where it can see into this bedroom through the glass doors, and the blinds do not close all the way. They're missing a lot of those little things, so technically they could, in theory, watch me sleep at night through the window, which I find extraordinarily creepy and unacceptable, and that's not normal. I've stayed at a lot of Airbnbs and short-term rentals, and they don't do that, or they're not supposed to. So yeah, I don't really know. Oh yeah, and I was kind of like dealing with the camera thing, but then earlier I was outside and I let my dog Lexi out in the yard, and I was just standing there chilling. I glanced up and another camera. There is no privacy at this Airbnb at all. And again, it's like there's no reason for that. So, and I also think it's funny because in the listing, they make a big deal about how the yard is private and like, oh, the neighbors can't even see over the fence. And it's like, well, who cares if you aren't going to be watching me the entire time? That's not private. So when I saw that, I was pissed because it was not mentioned on the listing when I booked. So I went back to look at the listing to screenshot it as proof, and she had added the cameras in after the fact. So now they were added to the listing. This is a new listing, by the way. It had no reviews when I booked. And so apparently there's another camera too that I just haven't found yet. And that's very excessive. 4 cameras. The only ones that are justifiable would be the one in the front, and like if they had any pointed at like places where like people can enter the property. But there's no way to justify a camera pointed at the pool. That's super, super creepy. So, I don't know. I got mad and I called my friend. They said they would come over once they're done work. So, I'm gonna talk to them about the situation and see what I want to do. I don't know if I want to leave or not because, I don't know if I'll get a refund. And, like, this place is so nice if it wasn't for that. But I just don't feel comfortable right now. Like, I feel like super uncomfortable. And I don't know. I feel like for the price I'm paying, this should not even be an issue at all. And so yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but we will see. But anyways, another thing that has been going on in my life was something super funny and slightly embarrassing. So the other day, on Valentine's Day, H3, which is a podcast show on YouTube, they did The Bachelor, like their own version of The Bachelor, with this guy, and so they asked women to submit videos to try to date him Bachelor style. And I don't know, one of the things that I have always thought would be cool would be to be on the H3 podcast in some way. It was kind of like on my bucket list, and I was manifesting it. Like, I even told a couple people, like, oh yeah, I'm manifesting to be on the H3 podcast. And so when I saw that opportunity, I figured might as well send in a video, see what happens. And the guy who they were having be the Bachelor, you know, he's cute, like, sure, why not? So I decided to make it ASMR style because that was kind of like the only thing that I could think of that would be easy for me to do, but it would also make the video stand out and be different enough so it would be selected. Because even though people pretend like, oh, it's about falling in love, it's like, this is all for entertainment. So of course they would want like something to react to or something entertaining in order to be a good entertaining podcast or show. So I made it in ASMR style, which, okay, I know ASMR is very like hit or miss, or not even that. It's more so that some people like it and other people hate it, or they just don't understand. And also it can be like very intimate if you're not expecting it, which is funny in my opinion. So yeah, I got selected, and it's crazy because there was like 800 submissions and 20 people got selected. So mine was one of the 20. And you know, they live stream their show, so I was watching it live, and all the girls were beautiful and funny and interesting, and the guy who was the Bachelor had to like say like yes or no to each girl, and he was so nice to everybody. Even people that he said no to, he would make up like a creative reason as to why not. So it was not brutal at all until it got to my video, and the main guy on the show, Ethan, introduced it and said that I was gonna be doing ASMR, and already the other guy hated it. And then they played like a few seconds of the video, and the guy hated it, and he said that, and then they just turned the video off and like said no, kind of in a brutal way, to be honest. So I was sitting there watching it like, oh my god. And all the people in the chat, because I'm also a member, so I always have like the chat, they were all hating it too. Like, everyone hated it. There was nobody that thought it was nice that I did ASMR for them. So I don't know. Yeah, that was definitely good for my rejection. What's it called? Like when you don't like rejection? That was like good rejection exposure therapy, because I put myself out there. I got rejected super hard, and I don't know. After a few minutes, I realized that it was more so funny than embarrassing. I think I also chose to take that approach, and yeah. So, but I was still happy because I still got my manifestation, which was to even ever go on it in any way, even though it was just a few seconds of my video that was played. And I'm kind of glad they didn't watch the whole thing, because if they hated the first part, they probably would not have liked the rest, because I got a little creative with it. But I don't know, that was like a cool, weird experience that I had this week. So yeah. I don't know. Now I'm just like still thinking about like, what am I gonna do about this whole Airbnb thing? Like, am I just gonna take the L and stay, or make a big deal and leave and try to get a refund? There's barely any places available. I don't know. Earlier when I was mad though, I accidentally flipped off the camera outside and I said fucking C word towards the camera. So I probably should not have done that if I do plan to stay. Like, I don't know if they saw that or will see that, but oops. I was mad. I was so mad. Now I'm not as mad, but like also like a little mad. I don't know. But yeah. Also, like, I really need to tie my roots. But I was waiting until I checked into this Airbnb, and now I'm like, I might have to wait longer. We'll see. But yeah, I guess I'll go now. Let me know if you like this style of just soft-spoken ramble without any extra stuff, like no tapping, no whispers, no whatever else I usually do. I think it's good once in a while, but yeah. I have a roleplay idea coming very soon that I'm really excited about, so stay tuned. But yeah, I love you. I will talk to you very, very soon. Bye.